Hi guys, I'm back. Alright, so I want to start off with I am sorry for posting this video on a Sunday. Hopefully it posts on Sunday, really late Sunday. But I was just so preoccupied with other stuff that I completely forgot to do this video. So anyways, I completely forgot what week it is too, so I'm just gonna post it over here and let you know what week it is. But I do recall exactly what I did. So you guys know that I always post these videos a week behind from my actual week. It's just because it works better like that for me. So technically this week is already the week of March, but what I'm posting is kind of towards the end of February and the first 2 days of March. That's that week that I'm posting, so you guys know where I'm at. So for the next week, I'm not actually gonna have a video because I will be on spring break and there's not much for me to tell you during that spring break, so there won't be a video then because of that. But yeah, so let's go into this week and let me tell you what happened. Okay, so you guys know how much I've struggled with mental health, how I really don't like the clinicals because I don't see the nurses doing anything besides charting. Given I also know that they have about 18 to 20 patients to take care of just themselves. So half the time I just see them, if they're not charting, they're passing the medications to do at that time. And the patients come to them instead of them going to the patients. So there's that. Well, for this week, I actually was in the adolescent unit. But what I enjoyed about this, and I think this is why I liked it so much, was that these kids are very talkative. They will tell you why they were there. Like, you ask one simple question and they will go on and tell you why they are there and what they're thinking and why they're thinking that way. And I enjoy that. And another thing I also enjoyed is that the nurses are actually more involved. Well, at least this nurse. It was only this one nurse that there was in this floor, having I think there was like 16 or 18 patients, girls and boys. But she was more involved. She actually like assessed each patient from when she had time. Like, yes, she was still charting and she had admissions, but she was more involved compared to the other nurses that I saw, and I enjoyed it. And she was more aware that I was there and she wanted to teach me, and she's like, hey, do this, talk to this patient, you'll enjoy talking to this patient. And I talked to like multiple patients and I had a blast just getting to know them, getting to know why they're there. I attended school with them because they also have school during that time. And oh my gosh, some of them are so talented and some of them I'm just like, I'm in awe. And I question sometimes their way of thinking, but at the same time, it's like they're adolescents, their brains are not fully developed, so they're gonna think certain ways, and they're kind of ways I used to think too when I was younger, especially when I went through my parents' divorce. I mean, that was a little rough. I wasn't sure how to handle it. I didn't always talk about it either, but I went through it, and I kind of saw myself a couple of times in a couple of kids that that were going through it at the time, or had just mentioned it, and it was very interesting and I really liked it. One thing I also noticed too, they were actually separated, girls and boys, and they were so pissed, all of them. They're like, I don't understand why we have to be separated. I don't get it, blah blah blah. I want to be with my friend. Well, the whole point of them being there is so they can get better. But they want to flirt, and you can't blame them, they're young. What adolescent doesn't want to flirt around? But yeah, they got split because there was some canoodling going on. So they were pretty pissed about it. And they were specifically pissed at one tech because he's the one who kind of lays down the law. And over the weekend, they kind of were able to intermingle with each other. And that Monday, they weren't. They were separated. So it's pretty funny. And they had some very angry things to say about this tech. But it makes sense. They're there to get better, not to canoodle with other people. But yeah. Another thing I found very interesting is the fact of how much they know about cannabis. I was pretty much, I was taught some new things that I didn't even know, which is very interesting. But I had a blast with them. They were just a very fun group. And if I ever do choose mental health, I think adolescence might be one thing that I don't mind. But again, like I said, I like pediatrics. I like adolescents. So maybe that's why I enjoy more this group than I've enjoyed adults. Because I think also in med surg it's like that too. I enjoy the adults, but I enjoy more working with children. And even the crazy parents. But yeah, so that's that for mental health. I had a blast, and that was a good day. That was really a good day. And then for med surg, I don't quite remember what I did then, since again, like I told you, I'm so late with this video. It's 2 weeks now, and sorry, I think I'm getting sick, which is not good. Okay, so it's been like 2 weeks, and I barely remember what I did. I believe I was in an observation unit this time, so it was more of a light load, and it was not too bad. There was a patient that really liked her anti-anxiety medication, so she was on the clock for it. That's probably the first time I've ever seen someone be on the clock for anxiety medication. Usually at least because you guys know I'm a PCT or a CNA, I'm used to people being on the clock for their pain meds and Benadryl. So it was new for me to see that someone was very hooked on Ativan. But yeah, otherwise, nothing too new with this week. Next week, like I said, is spring break, and then once I'm back, I have 2 exams. I have my older adults exam and my pharmacology exam. I tried finishing all my study guides before spring break starts, so I did pretty well on that. And yeah, so just buckle down and finish up the semester. I have all of March, April, and finals week is the first week of May, so I'll be done with the semester as long as I pass my mental health, because I have a D in the class, which is like, I think I have a 76%. I think that's a D. Pretty sure it's a D because our standards are a little higher. But yeah, so you guys have a wonderful day. Please comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications to know when my next video is. All right, bye.